I know that are on it are Bobby. I mean, his name is either Bobby Ashley or Bobby Lashley, and I really should know that. He's like this giant black guy, and he and the people who are part of his crew, I know that they called, or at least as of last year, they called themselves the Hurt Business.
Hurt Business?
The Hurt Business. Right? They wear
Angle.
suits. And they're like,
okay.
we're cool. Like, we're like...
Prime's coming to Saudi Arabia, don't worry. That's what I like to hear.
You know me. Yes, you do.
Do you like Dark Elevation? Okay, tell me, did you watch Rampage this week?
After how you've acted tonight, you don't deserve Sammy.
People.
Wow.
Pump.
Let's not do that
It's
anymore.
back.
All right.
So great to have you, man. Great lineup of fights, but it's always a little bit different when we got CM Punk in the building.
I'm happy to be here. I've missed you. I've missed everybody watching at home. I've missed the fights. And tonight, I'm not going to do that.
We're on UFC.
jaBROni, jaBRONI, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis. I am your, wait for it, hold on, reigning, defending, undisputed jaBROni world champion. I'll put this right here. This is on the line tonight. Full Gear in the first pay-per-view in the tri-state area, in which I was on the fence all week.
Really?
Yeah, the first pay-per-view, they said, that hasn't been. Yeah, I don't really think of anything. There's nothing in Philly or Boston or New York. I mean, Grand Slam, that was just a TV event, but they said this is the. I don't know, man. I was listening to Tony Khan said this. Okay.
Hey, what's tri-state area mean?
Tri-state is the Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware.
Okay, I did not know that was a. I've heard the term. Never knew what the three states were.
This beautiful man, the tag team partner of the jaBROnis, Mr. Mike Butler.
I'm not here for my brains, guys. Okay, just here to lose titles.
Yes, so we're going to get to that. We're going to do that on the second half of the show. We will break down the full 13 match card with our predictions, confidence points, what we do for the pay-per-view shows. But let's get into it. Anything that jumps out that you want to talk about right off the bat this week?
Not really. Nothing too noteworthy, I feel like. I mean, found out the War Games teams for the most part. So, I mean, I think that was pretty cool. The ending to SmackDown last night was pretty cool.
How did SmackDown end?
Kevin Owens gave Roman Reigns a stunner, and
he had a retreat.
Back the bloodline the fuck up.
And I was saying before we recorded that I don't know if anyone. I was like, I kind of remember certain things about SmackDown, but I remember that Roman got a couple inches cut off his hair.
Hey.
You know, that's what I watch for, just for grooming, sexiness.
Yeah, grooming tips.
You know, pecs, male pecs.
Love pecs.
All right, so let's get it going. I mean, there's been talks of Cena, Hollywood, WrestleMania. It's almost a given, kind of, that Cena will most likely be at WrestleMania. But we had Logan Paul take to Twitter and on Impulsive, and he was pitching Cena, Logan Paul. And just apparently they broke all these numbers with the crown jewel match at Roman and Logan, especially with, again, we've talked about in the past, the Logan Paul influence with the internet. I don't know, man. I started reading this and thinking about this. I'm starting to think that this might happen.
I think there's a really good chance of it happening. So, and I'm not against it. You know, I mean, I kind of see the, I guess, intrigue in it. I mean, you have the most watched YouTuber against somebody who, you know, A, made a name for himself in the WWE, and B, is, is he on the rise in Hollywood? I don't know if he's on the rise in Hollywood. He's kind of cooled off a little bit. He was throwing out some bangers after bangers. And then once he joined the Fast and Furious saga, like everybody else does in their career at one point or another, kind of cooled off from there. You know, he started throwing out things like Ferdinand about a bull. I mean, everyone's seen that one.
Yeah, Ferdinand's a great movie.
Oh, no, it's not, man.
I love Ferdinand. Come
Ferdinand is
on.
not for me. Sophia watched that for a little bit and be like, nah, I don't want to see this.
Me and my son loved it.
You know,
he
but
is Hollywood.
Either way, I can see the intrigue. It could very well be the most watched WrestleMania match of all time.
I was gonna say that's bigger than him and Reigns.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, John Cena is
bigger stage, bigger match. If they gave Logan Paul Roman Reigns in his third match, I'm sure they have no problems giving John Cena to him for his fourth match.
Logan Paul just on an unreal run of just matches.
Hey, I mean, that Rookie of the Year jaBROni award might be creeping up on him. I don't know.
Like, we thought like Bad Bunny was like, oh, he's good. He did like a Canadian Destroyer. It's nothing. Logan Paul's just been. I mean, he's been put into like Mysterio, Roman Reigns, possibly Cena. Like this is. But I think that's one of the. They're trying to get big matches for Mania. I think that's one of the top matches. And then if you really think about it, months ago we were talking about the potential when Vince was still around, like the Austin Theory, John Cena, which I mean, I never really had. I thought the match was going to happen at some point, maybe, because it seemed like there was momentum, but I'm happy that it's not. I also just, if you think about potential opponents for Cena at WrestleMania right now, I mean, there was Gunther was thrown out there.
Yeah. You really want to do the whole Rusev storyline at WrestleMania again, though?
But the biggest, I mean, once this came, I was like, oh, man.
It'll be hard not to book that match.
Logan's going to work his magic somehow.
Yeah. And then it's like, you put Logan over Cena? I mean, probably, right? I mean, probably put Logan Paul over John Cena.
Do you?
Who's going to be around more?
I know that. I mean, that's the first thing.
That's my thing. I mean, maybe not, but
how long? It seems like if Logan signed like a multi-match deal where he's there for, I mean,
they'll have him back. I mean, this run has been way too good for him to just be like, I don't want to come back and do this again. It seems like he actually really loves it.
Yeah, and it's not about winning. I mean, he lost to Roman, which we thought, but I mean, besides that, he's won. I mean, it's not like it's expecting. You don't expect Logan Paul to win against John Cena, but like you said, the longevity of television time coming up for the rest of the calendar year, I mean, it's probably going to be more Logan Paul. So, yeah, I mean, also, I think that's one of the first things when I saw the article, I was like, oh my God, Logan Paul's going to beat John Cena. Like, I already predetermined it, seeing that. And I guess just the C Nation deep down inside me is like, well, we can't have that. And then he's just going to dump a bottle of Prime all over him. His dead body. God, I don't want to think about that. All right. This is just a war. Kayla Braxton has been on Twitter all week, and from, I think her phone number got leaked online. And just saying all this out here, I was going to make her jaBROni of the week just by starting off with her number getting leaked out. Just because she bothers me on social media. I believe she is muted. So her credit card was stolen, phone number leaked, and then she started fighting with DJ Tanner from Full House, Candace Cameron, sister of Kirk Cameron, Growing Pains. We all know. Christian Aff, Young Bucks fans. But Kayla Braxton called out Candace Cameron, who stated in an interview with the Wall Street Journal that she wanted to bring Christianity back to Christmas movies because Candace Cameron left Hallmark because they wanted to feature Christmas movies with more traditional marriages. So Candace Cameron ain't about that gay shit, apparently, which... let's get with the times. It's 2022. Somehow I have to turn this to make it seem like Kayla Braxton's evil. I'll figure it out. But she's very annoying on social media. I do agree. Candace Cameron, I mean, you got to be very inclusive. Gay people can get married and celebrate the holidays. I don't know. This was just on here, so I just threw it up there. I'm looking for a Candace Cameron, Kayla Braxton match maybe at WrestleMania. This is back-to-back WrestleMania stories.
Could happen. Could happen. I am new to this story as a whole. I know Kayla Braxton's been on Twitter a lot. She's never really bothered me on Twitter. I mean, not personally, but like the things she say doesn't really bother me. Actually, I think she can be funny anytime she tries to tell a dad joke or something, or dark humor. I'm a big fan of dark humor. I think she's a big fan of dark humor, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't really have anything on this because I didn't know Candace Cameron and Kayla Braxton had beef. I'm not a Hallmark movie guy. I hate Christmas. Love gay people, and
Do you love the bump? Do you love the bump? Do you watch the bump?
I don't watch the bump. I see clips every now and then, but I do not watch the bump. I'm just a big fan of her Twitter, I guess.
So you've seen more of Candace Cameron's work than it sounds like.
On the whole, yes, I probably did. Yeah. I have watched Full House and Fuller House a little bit. Fuller House I've watched like a smidgen of, but Full House I don't think she's in top 10 of one of my childhood crushes, but she's probably top 25. I'd have to think of like other women first, but yeah.
Kayla doesn't make the lists. All right.
I didn't know her when I was a child.
No more. They pulled the trademark. The trademark filing. Wayward Sons. It's no more. We're no more Wayward Sons.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if you look,
they didn't buy that song, did they? Oh no.
I think their Twitter bio thing right now says, "Once I rose above the noise and confusion." Pretty sure that's like a lyric.
That is 100% a lyric from.
So
I
like
rise above the noise and confusion.
Yeah, so
Stop.
Are you gonna really like take that trademark cancellation thing? I'm just saying.
They're coming out to it tonight. They're coming out to it.
Probably.
Lights go out. Carry on my wayward son. Everyone goes nuts.
Someone's got to listen to our booking.
Trio. I know. Oh man. So we'll talk about that in a minute. All right. A couple more stories here. So sick of seeing and reading about this week. Chelsea Green finished up, I think, with Impact and said she's going home, which is only insinuating that I guess she's coming to WWE. Since I've been on any platform talking about wrestling, I've always been, I guess, I feel like anyone, even before when we worked with wrestling sites and stuff, everybody loved Chelsea Green. I mean, the site we were involved with fucking had the biggest hard-on for her for the longest time. And I just thought, no, I didn't see it. I mean, she had like I think when she debuted on the main roster in WWE, I believe she got hurt immediately with an elbow injury and then was done. And this also just all falls back on Matt Cardona as well. I'm not a fan either, personally, at all.
Fuck off.
Sorry.
Whatever. Wow.
It was cool when he won the IC title and lost it the next night. I mean,
The biggest travesty in America. That's what that was. That's what you just referenced. The biggest travesty in America.
I personally, this is me watching wrestling. I think he's a huge tool bag. I think she sucks. I think overall. So now there's rumors of both of them coming back, but he's like, oh, I want to be Matt Cardona. I don't want to be Zack Ryder. It's like, dude, they both suck. So again, this is me personally. I again, where
you cannot argue what Matt Cardona has done on the indie scene.
Oh,
sir.
no. He hoarded himself out to every single indie and promotion that would take him, and that's hey,
you gotta do that.
That's great or whatever. I just think that I don't see a place for him in WWE. I don't know really what they.
Neither do
I don't see
I
don't see a place for people who are currently in the company right there now that they've brought back recently.
Yeah,
So
right.
I just feel at a certain point we're getting the AEW bite now, where WWE is now going to sign all the former WWE fired people. Like
I don't think it's that. I really honestly, I think maybe this is kind of more like Triple H bringing these guys back who he felt were wrongfully let go. I think they sign them to like not a long deal, maybe a year. Let's see what they have. And if they're not doing well, then they're not going to come back.
Boo.
We're seeing what they have. For example, Hit Row. Hit Row's probably not going to be back because Hit Row is not for me, and not for probably. They don't tailor their product to me, but it's not for me, and it's probably not for a lot of people.
How you hate Hit Row is how I hate the Cardonas, or how you hate.
I don't hate Hit Row. I don't hate Hit Row.
Fine. I'll switch it. The Young Bucks. The way that you hate the Young Bucks is the way I hate.
I just think they're overrated.
Same. I think the Cardonas.
All right, fine. If you think, all right, fine.
I just think it's boring. Like I a couple weeks ago, I'm busted open and fighting with Bubba Bully Ray or whatever on. Like, you guys are both losers. But I digress. They'll be back soon enough, and oh boy, I don't even want to. Mick Foley talked about why he left Twitter, and he literally said, like, he described himself about why he left Twitter. Should I read the quote for you? Did you see this at all?
I didn't.
It's making me angry. It would be easy to blame the atmosphere on Twitter. That was part of it. But since day one, I had trouble using Twitter in moderation. So it's mostly on me. You're goddamn right. I struggled with it. I think a lot of people do. Then you get to where you're spending hours a day just looking at everything on there as it becomes progressively more diversive. I begin to feel like I was swimming in a pool full of turds. You were part of those turds there, Mick. One turd, you can dodge that turd, right? You can still enjoy the crystal clear water. What a fucking idiot. But at a certain point, when being on Twitter just becomes an exercise in dodging turds himself, it's time to get out of the water, and that's what I did. So he just admitted that he's a turd, and he had to get off. He had to take his turd out of the pool, the crystal clear water that I'm swimming in with my verified account. So he said, I may come back after the new year. I may let other people run the account. He worked hard to get to 2 million. It was a struggle over time. Maybe after the new year, I'll come back under new ownership. Nobody fucking cares when you're coming back to the I fucking can't. How do I rant about this all the time? Nobody cares. If you leave. Don't come back on a show and then be like, I might come back in a little bit. Or
You okay?
Johnny Cena.
It's just, how many times with this fucking guy does he keep going on here and just fucking complaining and I'm leaving. I left because of this. I'm a turd in a pool of turds. Like, and you're describing it like a fucking 4-year-old. Anyway, let's move on. All that stuff with CM Punk and the buyout and all that stuff apparently even got worse when Colt Cabana made his return and had his ROH shot against Christopher Jericho. Again, I still don't know where all of this lays at because, like, as of right now, they still, like, his merchandise is for sale and he's under contract. So I don't know.
I have no idea.
I mean,
I have no idea.
I see people.
Maybe it's like a little deal that, like, we'll continue to sell your shit, but just don't come to our buildings, please.
I see people webbing up the work thing still of all of this stuff has been taken care of. Good. Everyone is on good terms. And what if this man shows up tonight?
He's not going to.
He's not showing up tonight. But I'm saying that it's out there. We need to listen to all. Hey, if we got to listen to idiots like Mick Foley and whatnot, we got to listen to the other idiots with these stupid rumors.
It's true.
All right. And on the CM Punk, I mean, Fight Forever slated to come out in the end of December on all platforms. We had CM Punk in the middle doing his CM Punk little X thing. Not no more. We have a new trailer release, and we got Kenny Omega in the middle, pointing his finger guns out. It looks like he's
so things are on great terms with CM Punk, I'm sure.
All parties back tonight. So yeah, the game still looks a little ridiculous.
Better than what it was, but still pretty ridiculous.
Jericho looks exactly the same from that very first shot of him, which is funny. MJF looks a little weird, but again, I know we're going back to like they're not going to look.
Yeah, they're not going to look like your 2K games,
but it looks like it's gonna be fun.
It's gotten to the point where I'll probably buy it. I've gone from not buying it to I'll probably buy it. Maybe I'll try to wait to see if it gets discounted at some point, but I'll probably not wait.
I bought NHL 23 last night.
Oh, nice. Black Friday deals on PlayStation, guys.
I paid like $40 for 40. It was like on sale for like 41.
There you go.
I don't know. Gonna get my ass kicked online by people I used to do in the mid 2000s, but now I'll do it as a man child. I mean, it's all a couple of the big news articles this week. We anything from Raw. I know we had this continuation that's never going to end of Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano and Miz. I think that's finally. I think there's a match next week. I think that's ending.
I think it's at Survivor Series.
Oh, they are doing a Survivor Series?
I think so. I
guess that makes sense. Austin Theory. It looks like they're trying to.
Hey, I'll say this. I wasn't. So I appreciate the explanation, and I appreciate his promo, and it was a really good promo. It obviously still doesn't make it a stupid fucking move of what they did, but I appreciate the explanation, and I appreciate the fact that it seems like they're kind of starting from scratch with Austin Theory and making it more serious. So I appreciate that, but still pretty dumb fucking move. But I understand.
But at least they tried to explain the decision, and I mean, in past, I don't think that would have even happened. I think it would have
exactly.
He would have just came out and then continued to be a dweeb, basically.
You're correct.
Because once Vince was done playing with his toys, he was done playing with his toys. Hunter's not done playing with his toys yet. But we called the on SmackDown. We called the KO. Everyone's back. Survivor Series War Games is set. That should be fantastic. The women's is all set. except there's one mystery opponent, I believe now. 'Cause I think they got Mia Kim joined the good side.
Mia Yim.
Mia Yim. So, or no, now she's got a nickname. It's Machini. It was they patent some word and I can't remember it now. It began with an M though, I believe. We had what else happened on SmackDown? We were talking. It happened last night. We watched it. We had the LA Knight and Bray Wyatt was the main. It looked like storyline out of all of it. Last week we had the Bray Wyatt headbutt to LA Knight. LA Knight gets a slap in tonight. Bray says, "Hey, I'm not
too slaps."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm not gonna. All this things I want to do to you right now. We're even." Goes up for the handshake, slapped again. So LA Knight makes his way in the back. Soon enough, he's getting interviewed in the back. We see a little glimpse of a mask, Uncle Howdy in the background, in the door, in the dark, right behind his shoulder. And then soon enough, he has a bunch of shit thrown on top of him, beer kegs and all.
Yeah, very wild.
It's a bunch of most random shit that they found. They're just like throwing on them. Is this leading to a LA Knight Bray Wyatt match at Survivor Series? Or are we just getting like promo segments for Bray Wyatt for the rest of the year at premium?
I don't know. I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, what if he's just not back to wrestle? What if he's just there to be a presence on SmackDown? And then maybe just eventually like manages a weird, creepy stable.
Did Bray take you?
What? Did Bray take me? Hello? Did I lose you? Hello? Can you hear me?
I got you now. You froze.
Oh, okay. You froze.
Oh, yeah. So we both froze. I was moving. You froze.
Me too. I was moving. Yeah.
So
wild.
It's Mick Foley, man. You can't say anything anymore. Oh, my God. Are we still streaming on Twitter? Did they shut it down? We're good.
No, I think we're good. I think we're good.
We're up and going. They're trying to take us away. Hey. Free speech. I'm allowed to say YouTube too. Yeah, you're not allowed to say. There's sometimes, but we're good though. They didn't get rid of us yet. What the hell are we talking? We got rudely interrupted.
We did. We were just talking about SmackDown and Bray Wyatt. That's about it.
Yeah, it seems like I don't know. After all of this, do you think Bray Wyatt came back? Him and
I don't want to see him and LA Knight fight anyway. I like both of them. I don't want to see either of them lose, aka LA Knight. I don't want to see that him lose.
Where's the Maximum Male Models at? The fuck? This show sucks now.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. We got to get to business here.
We do.
Our favorite company, AEW, is at the Prudential Center tonight in Jersey. And I've debated all week about making the drive and going to the show. I am not taking that drive and going to the show.
It's too long.
I'm
not talking about the drive. I'm talking about the pay-per-view. It's too long.
Yeah, it's like an hour and change drive. Not that long. Tickets are... they're saying their record numbers are almost at 900,000. There's tickets for like $12. Really good seats on Game Time. So, I mean, it's all there, but I don't know. I'm going to enjoy it from the couch, I think. Maybe a little NHL action going. You never know. Lazy Saturday. I don't have to travel anywhere. Maybe order some food. Never know. Maybe have a few beers. Maybe do some drugs. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we got 13 matches. We gotta talk about them all, and we have all the knowledge. We watch them all. We watch Dynamite. We watch Rampage. We watch Dark. We watch Dark Elevation. We watch. Did we get them? Well, we're subscribed to the women's AEW heels. We're all about it. So let's get into our Full Gear predictions. Yeah. We're geared up.
Those sounded like cash register noises, not gear noises.
I typed in gears, okay? I typed in clock gears.
Oh, clock gears. Oh, is that what we're doing? Is it clock gear? Oh, yeah. Well, you have the Young Buck thing. Okay.
Clink, clink. It's clock gears.
Okay, it really grinds my gears.
Okay. Well, I think we'll get to when we get to that one. I have them already listed, all of the matches, kind of like in order of the 0 hour, the pre-show, 3 matches.
Yeah.
Kind of like importance to all the way down, where the MJF Mox is our last one. So real quick before we get into the card, we have 13 matches. We do confidence points. So most confident, you're throwing your 13 on that. Your least confident, you're throwing 1 on that. You can only use the number once. Whoever has the most points at the end will be the champion. Yes, we have the 0 hour. A lot of these things just announced last minute. I have scribbles written. I have things scribbled out and written back down, but we're going to start off with Orange Cassidy, best friends, a very evil, very mysterious partner, and Rocky Romero versus The Factory.
What the hell am I supposed to break that down?
I love how they're just not saying it's Danhausen's cut out. That's actually funny.
That is really good.
I like
so
this.
Is a 10-man tag. Okay.
This cuts like your nose and mouth off. This is great.
I'm gonna write 10-man tag. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You can go first if you want.
Okay. I'm gonna go fucking OC.
Just Orange Cassidy.
Oh yeah, no, and the rest of the guys. Yeah. Oh.
You mean OC, best friends, very evil, very mysterious partner, and Rocky Romero?
Yeah. That one. That's the one. I'm gonna go there, and I guess look, I don't want to put like 13 on it just because I haven't watched enough of The Factory to where like, are they doing something? Are they on a roll? Are they not on a roll? So I'm going to fucking put 3 on OC's team.
All right, we got a 3 spot there on the baby faces. I have a little more on this, I believe. I think this is a 0 hour. Let's get the crowd happy. What are we building the factory? The factory's there to lose. So yes, we're gonna get a victory from the best friends, very evil, very mysterious partner, in Rocky Romero. And I have 5 on that one.
I feel like we've matured. I feel like 2 months ago we would have put our 13 on that. We're getting smarter with these points.
We're getting better with this. And what did you have? You had a 3?
I had 3.
Try to jot all these down too as well. All right, so I'm starting up the next one here. We have, everyone knows about this match, Eddie Kingston versus Jun Akiyami. This is like all the way through where I think Eddie, I watched him growing up, wanted this match. All I know about this is that at the end of, I think it was Rampage last night, and real quick.
Hey, tell me, did you watch Rampage this week?
I didn't either. I saw a clip of it. So I know that Takeshita and Akiyami beat Santana and Ortiz, one of them, and Eddie Kingston. So by I guess like normal wrestling logic, like I guess Eddie Kingston wins this, and it's like this is a match he's wanted forever. And don't they just keep randomly bringing back these like one-off guys to like come, and then they leave the country? So this is the one where I actually just have my 1 point on.
You have 1 point on this, yeah.
I just have one on Eddie Kingston. I have no real. I nothing this. I love Eddie Kingston. So.
Yeah, again, I'm going to. I went 2. I went 2 just cause on Eddie for just my own reasons.
Your own reasons? What the hell does that mean?
I don't know, like because I don't know this guy. But so again, like it's kind of like the last match.
My research on him, I don't know who he is. Eddie Kingston. That's how I kind of did.
He could be good. That's why that's why I put a low number on it.
He's a legend.
Oh, is he? I didn't hear. I've never heard of him.
I have more thoughts and logic behind this next one, which you will be starting off with. I don't know if this is the main event of 0 Hour, but it's still the first round of your
the little world title eliminator guy. Oh my goodness. Shit. And I gotta start this? Okay. See, they've been doing Cage. Okay, like Cage has kind of been on a run, but I still feel like this is Starks. Starks is so I like Starks.
I like Starks as well.
Logic goes you pick the big guy, but I'm not gonna pick the big guy. I'm gonna go Starks. But I'll throw 1 on Starks.
Michael, this is the match where we are going to have a bigger gap of points in between us here.
Oh, I thought you meant a difference.
No, I switched this up a lot. I remember I originally was going to put 3 on this. This is one of my scribbles. This got bumped up to 6. Just because I have a logic behind this, which I'm hoping works out. Ricky Starks had Lance Archer in the first round. I think, end of all this, I think Ethan Page is winning this regardless. So, Ricky Starks is going to go through 2 monsters. And I don't know. I just feel like that's the way he's going to beat Archer. He's going to beat Cage. It's going to be Ethan Page and Ricky Starks. Ethan Page wins, and Ethan Page, part of the firm. We know this. I mean, we were kind of spoiling. I mean, at least I am spoiling who I think is winning the title tonight. But I think that is going to be not the first program, but that's going to be the first shot. And yeah, so I'm going to go Ricky Starks over Brian Cage, and I got 6 on it. 0 Hour. Whew. Oh my God! This next one, we're going to the main card now. It's just like every pay-per-view, these guys tag with each other, and I picked them, and I don't know, it's just becoming. I think it's gonna be ending soon. I think it's gonna end on good terms, but we have Darby and Sting Allen yet again tagging to take on Jay Lethal and JEWF. Jeff Jarrett.
This is you, right? Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, I this is one where again I went from, I think I had them as my 6.1 originally. And this kept bumping down and down because this reminds me of one of the matches on the card where you just look at it and you're like, yeah, they're gonna win. And then Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal win, and you just go like, oh yeah, I guess like Jeff Jarrett's first pay-per-view with the company. I guess like, oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna fall. I'm just gonna do what I always do. Just like when Jade wrestles, I pick Jade. I'm just gonna take Sting and Darby. And again, I'm gonna put 3 on it.
Yeah, I don't. Jay Lethal loses a lot. Jeff Jarrett lost to Ric Flair, so I'm gonna go Sting and Darby as well, and I'll put 4 on Sting and Darby.
Tight. We're nailing this.
Dude, it's so good right now.
All right. Next up,
I think I'm just gonna go down the line. So my next one will be 5 points, and 6 points, and 7 points.
Next up. Oh, then let me change this up. All right.
Shut up.
Oh no, I dropped my marker. Got it. Okay. Next up, we have a grudge match. It needs to be taking place in a cage. We have Jack Perry and Luchasaurus inside a cage. And you start this off.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go Jack. I feel like he hasn't had the upper hand a lot in this feud, and I also feel like this feud needs to stop. And I feel like it's time for Jack to get a win here, and I will put. Coincidentally enough, I will put 5 points on this.
He's doing it. I'm on there with you. I don't think any of this stop. I think we're heavily waiting for then now the Christian Cage.
Yeah.
So, but I just feel that Jungle Boy's gonna get the win here. And again, this is another one where I think it would surprise me. Now, Jungle Boy, I got 8 on it.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh God. All right, so I list these in order of importance before title matches. This is, I get this is the return. So Saraya versus Dr. Britt Baker, TMD. I'm good. I have to take Saraya. I'm throwing 9 on Saraya. I don't really have. What are your that besides before you make your pick or whatever? Like, what are your?
I mean, there's no. I feel like there's no clear baby face. There's no clear baby face. There's no clear heel. I could see Britt winning this. I mean, logically, if you think Saraya hasn't wrestled in years and Britt's out there every week, and it's like, logically, nobody, I mean, not a lot of people could overcome those odds. I could see this going either way, despite what logic or what the popular choice would be in that Saraya's first match in years, and she wins.
It's weird how we have many examples of like her story already kind of recently in wrestling with Edge, with
Austin.
Yeah, Austin. And then who one more person who was injured.
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is who I was thinking of. And he came back at the Mania I was at. He didn't lose. That was like a tag match.
Yeah.
He didn't lose match. Yeah, I just don't see her coming back her first match and losing. This I don't know if the outcome of this match then leads to maybe. I'm interested where this match takes place at, depending on maybe if something happens with the interim title match. I don't know though, but yeah, I got 9 on Saraya. What did you throw on that?
6.
You're really doing this.
Again, it's coincidence.
It's all coincidence. All right, we move on now to the TBS champion versus the TBS champion, with quotes around it. Jade, Nyla.
Ha! You thought I was going to do it. I'm going to put 9 on this for Jade Cargill. I don't think Nyla Rose is the person to beat Jade Cargill. So.
You must have confidence on a lot.
I do. I do have confidence. Yeah.
On our, she's automatic. Give me almost.
I know.
She was originally my 13.
Look, I have to be bold here. I'm trying to get this championship off of you before the holidays.
This is true.
I only have one more shot after this.
I can't go against my beauty, my queen, that bitch, Jade. 12 confidence points. Nyla Rose.
Not so confident are you?
No, because that's, you know who I'm putting 13 on. It's the only reason I would go to that fucking show in the first place. Next up, our interim champion, Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter. Where did I don't know, lost on this one. Oh my god, yeah, this is all the way bottom. This is I have no thoughts on this match. I don't know if like Britt Baker is going to lose her match and then come down and then but it already happened before, I think, at Grand Slam. So I don't know if Britt Baker is going to get involved in another title shot for Jamie Hayter winning the title. I just have 2 on Toni Storm. This is one of the main card matches that's been announced for a while that I've been completely... it's an interim title. I don't give a shit. I mean, it means a lot more than the real champion they have, though.
She's like, I don't want to say she's kind of playing a factor into this decision for me, but she kind of is. I'm only taking Toni because I feel like they're just going to do Toni versus Thunder Rosa again, and this time just have Toni win the real title.
Where's she at, though? She keeps saying, like, I might be back by, like...
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. I mean...
Strip her. Strip her of the title.
Right, yeah, I don't... But I'm taking Toni. I'm putting 7 on Toni.
All right. 7?
Yes, 7.
A 7 spot on Miss Storm. All right. Next up, we have a 4-way for the ROH World Championship. And look at this. 3 out of 4 of these men are studs. And then there's Sammy Guevara. But we have Bryan Danielson, Chris Jericho, Claudio, and Sammy in a 4-way for the ROH title. What are you thinking about this?
Oh, is this me? Man, I don't think Jericho wins.
This is the one, I mean, there's 4 men in this match.
I wish I had points, like lower points. Damn, this method has backfired on me. I kind of want to go Bryan Danielson, to be honest with you. I don't want to go Sammy.
If anyone was going to win it, I think it would be Bryan Danielson. That if it's not Jericho,
yeah, if it's not Jericho, right? So I'm looking. We have 5 matches left. We need to differ on something, or else I won't get that title. I'm going Bryan Danielson, and I am going lowest possible point, which is 8 points. I am almost as confident that Danielson will win the title as I am Jade will win her title. Think about that.
Yeah, I could see. I'm not taking Bryan Danielson. I think that Jericho is going to pin Sammy. I got 7 on Jericho. I'm not gonna switch because you put a high number on it and throw like 4 that I have available. I'm sticking with it. And so you had
8 on Danielson.
8. This is getting interesting. This is actually we're gonna have to watch the whole damn show.
No, not if this is on first.
I gotta watch 0 Hour. All right, we have the return of the Elite taking on Death Triangle. I believe I start this off. I think this is just business as usual. We're continuing with what we were going with all along now. So I have to take the Elite. I'm putting 10 on the Elite.
Samesies. Same exact samesies. 10 on the Elite. Even though the 2 of them are overrated.
That was a quick one. Yeah, I think that come on. Is that one of the most that as soon as they announced, I was surprised they I mean, how did you feel about it not being like a surprise or
I think people were talking about it anyway, so
or just so you like the announcement of just
I didn't like it. I thought the announcement was, underrated, like an under what's the word I'm looking for? No, it's like it was a disappointing reveal for an overrated team. Okay, that's what I thought.
I guess this is just being like picky. Like I would prefer just like not to have this. And I'm pointing if you're listening podcast version, just the match graphic. I like more of the insinuation, like almost just like if you want some, come get some, which they were leading to, but then instantly they threw the graphic up. But it's just like, all right, calm the fuck down. Like, let's act like this is more genuine.
Yeah.
Let's just, I don't know. I just felt like it means nothing. But I just thought it would have built a little bit more to like where everyone kind of knows they're coming, but let's just let it happen. And instead of like what they did with Punk when they never said Punk was showing up on that Rampage. Last Dance, First Dance, whatever the hell it was called, but it happened. So they could have just let the same thing happen, like let the hype happen, and play Kansas song all week or whatever you want to do. But all right, we got 3 left. Except just announced this week, we got triple threat match. We got the ROH TV champion Samoa Joe, the TNT champion Wardlow, and Powerhouse Hobbs, all going at it for the TNT title.
This is me.
This is one that I was kind of debating on 1 or 2, and then I was like, maybe that one person's only there to take the pin.
You mean Wardlow's going to pin Powerhouse Hobbs? Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Wardlow, 11 points.
Everyone who I was watching like random people like talk about this, and everyone's like, I really want Powerhouse Hobbs to win.
No, they don't. They don't know what they want.
That's what I was starting to think. I was like, do these people know what they want? I don't know if they know what they want. Yeah, I think Samoa Joe's got his TV title, which that's his. I don't think he's going to be some double champ with a bunch of television titles from separate companies. And he's not going to take the pin. I don't think Wardlow's. I think this kind of been like a mediocre TNT title run for Wardlow. So I think this would be like a big win with Samoa Joe. Some big guys, big meaty men slapping meat. So yeah, I got Wardlow. I got 4. Would you have Wardlow?
11.
Again, because that's another one of those matches where like it wouldn't shock me if they put the title on Powerhouse Hobbs because he's the only other person that would win the match. So I want it to stay a little bit lower with that if they do that. All right. Everybody loves the Acclaim. Scissor Me Daddy ass. Again, Swerve in Our Glory. I think this is another obvious one as well.
I'm gonna throw you for a loop here.
Oh,
Yeah.
So Swerve, I start this.
Yeah, you do. You start
Yeah,
it.
so they've been teasing the breakup of Swerve and Lee. I mean, the only way I could see this match going a different way is if Daddy Ass turns on the Acclaim for like the 18th time.
Yeah.
He big shows them. Captain Insano's them. But they just put the title. It's just a rubber match now at this point. I think the Acclaimed retain. Is the Acclaim super over?
Yeah. I think they're super over. Yeah.
I was just wondering. Yeah, but I got the Acclaimed. I got 11 on the Acclaimed.
Wow. Only 11? Only 11. Crazy.
Scissor me, Daddy Ass. Oh, I only have my 13 left. Wonder who that's on.
Oh, not gonna lie, man. I don't have. I don't have 12 points on the Acclaimed. I don't.
Swear.
I have 13 on the Acclaimed.
Nice. Scissor me, Daddy Ass.
13 on the Acclaimed. That's right.
That's smart. There's again, which we're getting up to right now. There's a possibility with this main event that he tries to pull a swerve. Oh man, I should have done all of the boxes a little bit more square. You see your face a lot more in these.
It's all good.
I'll fix that for the next one.
It's okay.
This is the first one where I was like, they're all so big. Oh God. So you had 13 on the Acclaimed, and now we've reached the main event. MJF, Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship.
Yes. And finally, after all the CM Punk stuff, after all the weird MJF stuff, does MJF win the title tonight? Yes. And I put 12 points.
12. You got 12. And yes, I got my 13 on MJF. Come on. He's going on his vacation.
That vacation's coming.
Jonathan, thank you so much for your professionalism, for your eliminator matches on Rampage and Dynamite for the last 60-some days during all of this nonsense. I mean, even longer now at this point. But thank you. Go enjoy your vacation. Go enjoy your beautiful, sexy wife. And we'll see you in January, February. I don't know. Take a few months. Go ahead. But we appreciate everything you've done. But the devil takes it home tonight. Anything exciting? So we made our pick. So anything, any surprises, debuts, something? There's always something.
No, not tonight.
Nah, there's always. Do you think nothing?
No, I don't. I think this is MJF's night, and we should just who?
Hey, something always outshines the MJF moment, like he said in his promo on Part of My Take. Every single time there's a big moment, something happened. So
this is it.
What happens tonight? What is?
Nobody.
Who's getting hurt? Who's dropping a racial slur on the pay-per-view, and they're going to be talking about it? What's happening? Who's doing it? Ricky Starks? Is it going to be Ricky Starks?
Nope.
All right. Where's the goddamn? That's our prediction.
Is he frozen again? Are you frozen again? Hello? Did I lose you?
All right, we're back. Did
My
I freeze?
lord. You did freeze.
Okay, I was like, so did we lose everybody?
It's gonna be a nightmare watching.
I think
Can't
they
wait.
know. I think they know why. I know why that happened. They know what's coming.
Oh.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. When I read that article about Mick Foley with the turd things or whatever, it did really. So I have to continue with my trajectory of possibly jaBROni of the year and just give it to Mick Foley again for describing a situation like, what did I say, a 4-year-old? Like, yeah, turds and Clearwood. Like, yeah, get on Twitter and let like whatever podcast media or whatever, let those people control it for you. Still mute it, but it'll make you happy. But yeah, I still can't go off of my it's got to be Mick Foley again. It's always Mick Foley. God, who would have thought this when I was a child?
Yeah, I don't know.
Seriously. Like I'm like genuinely mean that. Like I never would have thought that I've like turned so sour on him, but I mean
all those concussions catching up to him.
He's just a jaBROni.
Yeah.
And so is Kane. Oh, God damn it. And he was part of this program for a long time.
Long time. Former jaBROni world champion. So mine's outside the wrestling world. I feel like I hate a lot of things this year outside the wrestling world, to believe it or not. Could have our first jaBROni of the year that's not has anything to do with wrestling. I don't know. But there's two options actually. One is I don't know if it's the NFL. I don't know if it's the state of Buffalo making these calls, but we gotta keep that Buffalo Cleveland game in Buffalo. Nothing like a good Snow Bowl, where you just go on FanDuel, go on DraftKings, bet the under for every single prop that there is, and just make money. But no, you decide to take it to Detroit, and now it's going to be like any other normal game where Buffalo's going to smack the shit out of Cleveland instead of Cleveland possibly having a chance to win because of the weather. If you don't like playing in the snow, how about not have a team in Buffalo? Huh? How about that? Huh? Do you see pictures of Buffalo this weekend? It's fucking phenomenal.
I saw some pictures and I didn't read enough about what they were doing. I saw something about the game being moved. So it's not even, I didn't even know who they're playing originally. So they're playing in Detroit because Detroit's somewhere else?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are they doing with, like, how are they doing the whole tickets and?
I don't know. And you know what else is funny? Buffalo's back in Detroit on Thursday because they play the Lions on Thanksgiving.
So is that that's like an advantage?
I don't know.
Are they staying there?
Maybe. I would. Why not? Well, Buffalo's a snow globe. Why not?
Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming they just pack for
a whole week. Why not?
Jeez, that's. I mean, the convenience of it, I guess. It's nothing but a positive for Buffalo, except for their fans getting robbed of.
Yeah, because they may even cancel the game. Right now, they're trying to get Buffalo players to Detroit, but the airports in Buffalo are closed, so they don't know how they're going to do it. And that's as of like 45 minutes ago.
They got to run into like John Candy at the airport, man, and get in the fucking van, dude, and get there.
Absolutely.
We've seen this before. We've seen this movie. We love it.
So we could do that, or we could do jaBROnis for being a prick after the Sixers game.
I was reading about that this morning and saw the ladder getting knocked over. And then I saw like there was like a screenshot of an article with like 4. And I was trying to read. I saw the one dude from the Sixers go over and just take the ball and stand there with it.
Hilarious.
And say, we're not in fucking Milwaukee. So what was that all about? He was trying to make
They were trying to take the cameras off of the net.
Okay.
And he was doing his free throw stuff after the game, and he moved the ladder. They moved it back. He pushes the ladder down, and then he goes on to miss the practice free throws that he wanted to do so badly. You know what? You're jaBROni of the week. You're Giannis's jaBROni of the week. Awesome guy normally, from what I hear. I don't watch a lot of Milwaukee stuff. Awesome guy from what I hear. Loves wrestling, so I guess this is kind of in the wrestling world. But that was a dick move, sir. And then to not even make your practice free throws after the fact. jaBROni of the week.
Oh, nice. And I also saw, like, they said 10 minutes after all that happened, they showed Matisse and Ferkman shooting around, and they're like, all he had to do was wait another 5 minutes, and they could have been doing this, and it was just a clip of them shooting around. It was like, oh, yeah, but that's entitlement in its finest.
Sure is.
Giannis.
Dude, guys got a job to do, you know? Like, Jesus.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
All right. We're going to get ready to wrap this thing up. I will be on the jaBROni's Twitter feed. I'll be live. I'm going to be live tweeting this show tonight. We'll have our picks all up there. It should be fun. I'm actually looking forward to watching it a lot more now with our picks kind of all over the place. Numbers sporadic. It always adds a little bit more enjoyment to a show when there's some. I mean, the 0 hour has meaning.
Yay!
But yeah, so we will return next week. Break down the week that was, talk about Full Gear and the road to
another prediction show.
Is already
Survivor Series is next week, next Saturday.
What the shit?
And it's holiday week.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah, it's the weekend of Thanks. So we're right back here next Saturday then?
Probably, yeah.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna do the same damn thing next Saturday, probably 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll do our predictions for Survivor Series. This could be. I mean, I'm trying to get my baby back before the holidays. Maybe after tonight, I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see what Daniel Bryan does, or Brian Danielson. Sorry, and where else did we differ on?
I don't think we differed on anything else.
That's just a big one, though. Yeah, and Ricky Starks, point wise, just to have
point wise, yeah.
More.
I mean, we differed point wise on a lot of these, so.
All right, so but you can do the whole subscribe nonsense, all the YouTube stuff. We're at youtube.com/the jaBROnis pod. We're on Twitter, jaBROnis pod. You can follow me on Twitter, Topher McCann. I am at Happy jaBROni.
I am Michael Butler, and I am at Madcap jaBROni.
And I hear the TikTok, the personal TikToks. I hear wrestling.
They're coming back.
My father's a huge fan.
Yes, I see that. Huge fan. Likes all my videos. He favorited one. I don't know what that means, but I got a notification saying he favorited one.
He asked me about the show, right? He'll randomly put it on YouTube or whatever, but he always asks how it's going. He's like, "Oh, I love the on the TikTok and with your." I was like, "Yeah, I did the TikTok." I was like, "He's the TikTok guy." I have no idea about it. So do that. We got Mom's Time to Wine.
Yeah, they had a show last night actually, and they just were shooting the shit, BS, all that good stuff. So they didn't have a necessary topic. They're off next week, obviously, for the holiday. Catch them on YouTube, on Twitter, follow them on Mom's Time to Wine, and yeah, there you go.
All right, but we're gonna get out of here. Everyone, have a great holiday week next week. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. You're celebrating, and we'll catch you all next week. I'll be talking to you on social media for Full Gear. All right. jaBROnis. Out.
jaBROni, JABRONI, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.